Hi Aries, and welcome to Grateful Empress Tarot. My name is Sonia and I am here today to do a love reading for anyone with points and placements in the sign of Aries. This is also for any cross watchers dealing with an Aries. You're very, very welcome here. This is a general love reading, so it will not resonate with every viewer. If you do not find connection in this reading, please take what is yours and leave the rest for anyone else who needs this message. You can find readings for your other placements in your birth chart that might vibe with your situation more here on my channel, or there are several other beautiful, inspirational readers on YouTube that they can provide a better reading for you. If this one doesn't vibe with you this week, check back next week. Maybe that reading will be better for you. If you do find value in this message, please like the video, share the video, leave me a message below and drop me a comment as to how this is your story. And please consider subscribing to my channel because that helps me get into the ability to give my readings to a higher collective. And I'm really excited about that. So this morning, Aries, I am drawn to using these two decks for your main bulk of your reading. So I'm going to set this one aside. We'll be pulling one card from each one of these decks for the overall theme of your reading. And this week, we've added some messages from your person, which we will get at the end of the reading. So that makes it very special. So we are going to begin by taking a nice deep breath in the highest vibration of love. And in that breath, we will pull in the Aries Collective. Let's begin. Start by moving my angel crystal to the side. We're going to set our message deck over here because that will give us at the end of the reading. We're going to start here with the message of the theme of our reading from here. One card, please and thank you. If you've followed any of my readings so far, you will know that I do not take anything in reversal. I do have a high connection with the divine, and I have made a contract with myself in these readings that I won't read in reverse because I am able to give you high, clear, very channeled message by doing them in the upright position. So just that's how I've always read tarot. So let's begin. We have number 45, New Directions. Very whimsical card. It's got a lot of movement. We've got these guys down here in this little top hat that are in what looks like a hot air balloon, and then they've got their little friend out here flying away on a new journey. So we'll read about that in just a second. And your other card is Reach for the Stars. Ooh, Aries. Look at how we have this action of moving. He's on like almost a star, and then we have this action of moving, like reaching for something. Ooh, I think that's going to be fun. So, and I like the color sync too. We've got this beautiful like ethereal blues and turquoises. That's really pretty. So let's read. If I sound nasally, I apologize. We have had wild weather where I live, and so my allergies have been so crazy. All right. 45. Departure, new perspectives, and goodbyes. A dandelion is an airship traveling through the sky with a top hat as the basket these men are flying away in. One man jumps out of the basket and sails off on a flying dandelion seed. It takes him far away, while the other men wave goodbye and wish him well. This story illustrates endings and departures that are necessary to gain new perspectives in life. It takes courage to change directions and abandon old habits. But if you are bold enough, you can fly towards something new, a dream, a place, even yourself. Ooh, so this may end up being about a journey of self-discovery, which is never a bad thing. I think that's pretty cool. Excuse me, I'm going to move some things around here. When I do my own readings, I kind of move things so that it's in a better space, but that's what I was tinkering around with there. Our second card is Reach. And I suspect maybe This is a lot about, I think they're really both about kind of moving forward in life. This has a lot to do, feeling right now, with divine timing and making decisions to jettison oneself forward. So, oops, I had it on the wrong page. Wow, a very wrong page. Sorry, Aries. Wow. Okay, reach. Stretch towards a specified direction in order to grasp something. Something you never thought was possible will manifest. The more you believe that you are worthy of having a dream life, the faster you will begin to live it. Your action is to reach for your goals, and your affirmations are: the stars are within my reach. Nothing is too good for me. I live life to the fullest. So Aries, what's interesting is where the book where I opened it to and I thought I was at Rise Above. So I'm wondering if that's going to have something to do with this whole thing too. So sort of like overcoming something, overcoming a challenge of maybe believing that your goals are never going to manifest, but that I think the thing to know here is that something you never thought possible will manifest. And I think it's moving forward into a new direction. So we're going to see how these play into our reading here in just a second. So we'll set that aside. Today I'm going to be using, this is our main deck and this is our clarifier. So we're going to begin over here, Aries, with how your person of interest is seeing you in your connection at this time. Please and thank you. Next, we're going to move over here to your person's 3D energy. What are they experiencing in the 3D towards your connection at this time? Please and thank you. Another thing is, I don't usually ever take flippers. Flippers to me are, they're not out, they're not on the ground, and they're basically something that's just an anomaly. Every once in a while, I will take one if I feel so called to. Ooh, that's a lot of energy. Okay. Next up will be, what is your person's and yours shared experience in this connection at this time? What are you both experiencing in the connection at this time? And lastly, this is always one of my favorite piles, is what are your person's true 3D feelings for you at this time? Please and thank you. Ooh, those two jumped up in the air. And I have an intuitive hit. That's where we stop. All right, let's set that deck over here. And we're going to start. Aries, this is how your person of interest is seeing you in your connection at this time. We have 9 of Wands. We have Page of Wands. We have the 10 of Pentacles. And we have the Judgment card. In this particular deck, this is the Morgan-Greer deck, Morgan-Greer. What I see, I love always the imagery of these cards because they have such large people on them, and it's really a lot for me, image-wise, in cards to pull what I see. Right away, I see that these two have their backs to one another, and that's how the cards first came out. So that's something I always look for in any of my readings. What I feel your person is seeing you as is passionate and charged up, definitely in a situation where you're wanting to share some good news. You're wanting to get moving in the direction of being a warrior, having gone through something and honoring that. I think it looks like you've possibly overcome whatever was this like war thing you had to feel like a warrior in. You kind of had to fight something. And your person is seeing you, I believe, overcoming that. It has something to do with a long-term connection, something that's fulfilling and abundant and a protected life. It seems to me like this couple are in a very nice protected space of everything that they've saved, everything that they've accumulated. There's a cross here that guides and protects them, and it helps to keep things nice and close in the family. And that's that you've heard a judgment call. the divine has spoken to you about this. But I really want to focus on, I really like this overcoming something that was an obstacle. And I think that might go back to, since the sharing of the good news, he's facing in this direction too. I think it's something that you've departed away from, something that was an obstacle. You're moving to a new direction and reaching for something you really want to manifest in partnership. And I feel like that's really kind of beautiful. So we're going to do a little clarification. I want more messages on what is this obstacle that Aries person sees that they have overcome. Please and thank you. Okay. We have the Chariot. We have the Magician. And we have Temperance. This is all a lot of major arcana. So Aries, you definitely, whatever it was quite big. This thing, this obstacle you overcame towards moving forward in partnership with your person. You had a journey. You had kind of an inner battle. When I see the Chariot card, sometimes I see it as a victorious move forward, which I do see that you did move forward and you overcame this. But I do feel like in almost every Chariot card, you're going to see a light side and a dark side. And they are the vehicle for moving the Chariot forward. I feel like in this particular image, what I'm sensing from this is that you really had to do some inner soul searching and an inner battle. And remember, this is sometimes about moving forward and towards something new inside of yourself. So I feel like you really overcame something that you were fighting within yourself, and you believed that you could get through that, you could overcome it, you could manifest something brand new, because maybe you went through some maybe some self-reflection. Maybe you went to seek out with a therapist, which there is nothing wrong with that. I feel like everybody in the whole world could always benefit from another person's perspective, especially when we're sitting spinning and spinning in our head. You might have gone to seek out a little bit of professional guidance, and then we're equipped with all of these tools. He's got a cup, he's got a pentacle, he's got a wand, he's got a sword, he's got the infinite ability of third eye sight and his crown chakra wide open. So I feel like maybe that's it, is that you did take the time to rest and heal yourself and really go deep within. I don't see the Hermit here, but I sense that you probably really did do a lot of inner work, and I think your partner is really seeing you in that loving space. I want to get a card here. What is the clarification of the judgment call for the Ten of Pentacles and how Aries person sees them? Okay. We have King of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. So the King and Queen of Pentacles are the most loyal and grounded and real King and Queen in any tarot deck. They symbolize wealth. They symbolize prosperity. They are husband and wife material. So this reading could be for a feminine watching for a masculine watching for a feminine watching for feminine, masculine watching for masculine, they watching for they. Everyone is welcome here in all of my readings. I just feel like the judgment call is that your person saw you listening to the divine about long-term partnership, about becoming a true spouse, in honoring something you were passionate about, and a new breath of fresh air into maybe reinvigorating the partnership between the two of you. I might be sensing that you guys had some trouble. There was some drama in this partnership. Things weren't going real well. You maybe felt that you needed to go within and search for the new direction to move away from anything that wasn't serving you and moving forward towards reaching that for which you wanted to manifest. And we've got the Magician here. He is the manifester. So something you thought never possible will manifest. And I think Honestly, Aries, that is some really, really attractive and inspirational energy is how your person is seeing you at this time. Let's move forward into their 3D energy, what they're experiencing. And there's a lot here, and I feel like that's going to give us some insight into where they're at in their situation with you. We have Two of Wands. We have King of Pentacles again. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Moon. Okay, so the one thing I don't see here is emotions. Except for, oh, that's actually not true. Except for down here, I do see this. Okay, I forgot to say, you could be dealing with a Cancer, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Cancer Pisces again. So water signs so far is pretty significant here. Okay, in your person's 3D energy, what is happening is that I sense they've been making a choice. It's revolving around them standing in the position of being your spouse, moving forward their own selves. So it could potentially be, we've got a Knight of Wands here looking directly at a Wheel of Fortune. So passionately moving forward towards leaving behind that which no longer serves, moving in this new direction, letting go of the things and the obstacles that are in the way, and moving forward towards everything that they've wanted as well. They're very clear in their communication, and they have a lot of feelings. There's a huge depth of feeling for you here. And it's funny, I said I don't see any emotion here in their energy, but their last card is the most significant down here, and it is that they are fully charged and full of emotion for you. They've got a lot of things that they do want to speak pretty clearly about, but that they've maybe been sort of holding close to the chest and sitting in the space of, I'm not quite ready to reveal all of that to my Aries just yet. So when we get here, we might gain a little better insight into it. But I'm focused right here. What is it that they're moving forward towards? And that Wheel of Fortune is here. There's a Page of Swords again, so I'm going to get specific clarity on that. Anytime I have something show up twice, I always say I need more specific clarity on that. So they see that moving forward towards what needs to leave, bringing up what is meant for, they're clear about it. It's about your Two of Cups. It's about their love connection with you. It's about the Nine of Pentacles, and she is truthfully very abundant. She is successful. She is glamorous. I feel like the word for her is glamorous. Very pretty. It's something that's been heartbreaking. That's probably the thing that's falling off. Queen of Swords, there is very inspired thought here. There is a very strong thought here that with this open outreached hand, and she looks to be wearing a prayer mala in this, which I feel like is really cool. There's a lot of loving clarity about this, and it is about transforming something, ending a cycle, which is great to see that Wheel of Fortune under there. It's ending something not meant for, and then transforming it and moving forward into what it is meant to move into. And they want to do this rather swiftly. They want to move things forward a little quicker. Sometimes divine timing can feel really frustrating for us because it's we have to allow the universe and our source and divine to push us forward. And sometimes we feel like we want to control it. We want it right now, but it is never up to us. It is up to the divine. And that's why the saying of divine timing does come into play. I genuinely feel like from this clarification, they love you very much. It does seem perhaps that you guys had a split, a breakup. It was, I feel like, pretty temporary because I think they're seeing you back here Or maybe you guys are still broken up, but they do want to re-engage. They want to get back together. If you are in separation, they want to get back together, because I feel like what happened is that there was some fighting. There were some things that were going on. I don't see a 5 of Wands here. I'm getting that more from an intuitive sense from this spread, is that you definitely, there was things that weren't going on. You were back here with that 9 of Wands. You were fighting. There was chaos, and you want to come back. You were wanting to restore the balance. You were wanting to figure this out for yourself. And maybe it's that you said, I need a break and I need to figure my own self out and come back together. Your person is sitting in really loving space. They're making choices about being your partner. And I think they do really want to support you in this, because they do have beautiful clarity. She is looking right directly at this Death card. She's got that true sense of clarity. Her hand is outstretched and she really does want to support. So that's really pretty energy. And Aries, I couldn't really ask for more, especially if you're the one going through kind of a tough time, that your partner really does see that. And maybe they're trying to gain a new perspective on, how can I support my Aries, and allow them to go off into a self journey discovery. And I'll just sit back here, and when the time is right, the wind will blow that seed back and they can get back in this ship. And really, that's what we all would wish for in a partner, is someone who loves us and supports us in every journey and sees us as a beautiful companion and something that is inspirational. But I do want a clarification on what is this exact clear communication about, since it's here twice. What is this Page of Swords doing here twice? It's about good news. It's about something you're passionate about. It's about a good, happy, healthy, inspirational conversation that will be happening between the two of you. It will be clear. It's kind. It's loving. It is warm. It is inviting. It has a lot of inspiration. He is definitely looking at the top of his wand and saying, I am very passionate about being here. Both of his hands are holding this wand too, so it feels very secure to me. Remember when I said that this couple back here, they're very protected. It's very secure where they are. They're in a cloak of the abundance and the wealth that surrounds them as a partnership. And I feel like that is really cool. This person is very positive and happy and really does feel secure in wanting to support you. So, Aries, that's great. I think that's some really pretty energy for you. Let's move forward to, what is the shared experience? What are you both going through at this time? We have the Two of Cups and we have the Hanged Man. Yep, Aries, that definitely, even more so, that validates that right now you both really love one another. And right now you're both holding back. You're sitting in a quiet state. You're up here in kind of suspended stasis. It's making some sacrifices and putting things on hold a little bit in your love connection so that you both can gain better clarity about this. So I want to get your side of this. Please show me what is Aries' side of the shared experience here with the Two of Cups and the Hanged Man. We have the Sun, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Star. Yes, your version of this, Aries, is that you really are defending the fact that you do want to be happy in this connection. You love your person very much. You knew you had some work to do on yourself. You wanted to maybe look at your things. Your perspective maybe was inspired by, you did want to heal this, you did want to balance it, and some of that was maybe needing to go within and look at things from your person's perspective. So I feel like it's that you do want the happiness. This is the happiest card in the whole deck, and you're defending that. And so you do, I think you're defending the love and the work you've done on yourself You have solid clarity. You made a decision to act on what you really wanted. You were clear in your head. You had an inspiration of the thoughts of sitting deep in. King and Queen of Swords are such high level leaders. They are always led by their thoughts and inspired to act by thoughts. And I feel like it's great because you are really in a dominating position of that. You are standing strong in what you think, and your thoughts are leading you to what is going to be my ultimate wish fulfillment. I want it to be healed. I want it to be balanced. I want it to be the connection between the two of us is this guiding light, this North Star to bring us back into a very solid, safe place. Sometimes looking at things through our partner's perspective, trying to see things from their side, putting ourselves in their shoes in the situation. It's a really nice way of the love language of acts of service. Sometimes acts of service are doing the dishes, taking out the garbage, folding someone's clothes, ironing someone's clothes. Also, acts of service can be about putting ourselves in the perspective of turning the mirror around and looking at ourselves through the lens of how our person sees us and what the situation is. And that can be really restorative, because if you've been having challenges, sometimes it's that we need to look at things from our partner's perspective to see it from their side. And that is really healthy and really high vibrational. So I commend you, Aries. That's beautiful. Let's see what your person's side of this story is. Please and thank you. What is Aries person's side of the shared experience? Please and thank you. That kindness that we give to our person is really beautiful. When we do that, we look forward to how can we work together, and all partnership is compromise, right? So any love partnership is always about compromising, and those are the most healthy, balanced partnerships. So I commend you. Their version is Queen of Pentacles. So now we have the female counterpart. We have King of Pentacles in your person's energy. We have King of Pentacles over here in how they see you as being inspired to hear a judgment call about your connection. So their energy about this shared space is Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So it's very grounded. It is extremely real. There is a lot of loving, real, soft, gentle energy about this, allowing you to process through everything you need to. They're being kind and loving and supportive and loyal and grounded for you, because they want to move things forward. These people are outside. It's cold. It's snowing. They don't have shoes on. They want to move this out of that isolated place, out of that cold place, out of that place that has felt very lonely. I want one or more messages here. It feels to me like, thank you. I wanted that. There was just one more message. I could feel it, but it feels really soft to me. I feel like they're being very gentle with you. They're honoring that space of knowing you really do want to reach for your stars, and that you're wanting to live your fullest life. You're wanting this to be very just grounded and balanced. And okay, their last card in this is the Knight of Cups. So that further validates that. Knight of Cups is a very romantic, loving, kind, moving towards. They're very gentle. They speak a lot of really loving words. That cup for them is big and radiant, and they're moving in. I love the grace of his horse is bowed, almost like one of those Frisian show horses, or those equestrian dancing horses. It's very elegant and pretty, and just kind of this gentle river here. They're very flowy with this energy with you, which is so soft and tender. She is so, look at her. She's just so tender in her love and attention to this pentacle. And I mean, honestly, the grounded, balanced energy of Pentacles and Cups. It's very loving and real. So honestly, Aries, your person is just very kind. And that is, at the end of the day, wow, very lucky and auspicious for you. So here we go. These are their 3D feelings for you at this time. We are sensing the Tower. And we are sensing the Ace of Swords. So they have really had a strong epiphany moment about you and about the situation. And I love this card because these bows are not the exact same thing. They have a white rose of hope, a red rose of love. It's almost in the shape of a heart. It's that they love you. They have a strong epiphany about it. They're clear in their heads, clear in their thoughts. They solidly know that the change that came was definitely needed. And that is beautiful energy, but let's get more. Please clarify Tower and Ace of Swords in Aries person's true 3D feelings for Aries. Oh, good. Okay. It is victory. There is a huge victory in the fact that they knew things needed to change. And they wanted to be here to support that. They were real about it. They wanted this victory. Because I feel like they were sensing you were stuck. You were stuck in all these thoughts. And they really wanted to help you move past that. Maybe you're an overthinker. Maybe you are someone who experiences a lot of anxiety in your life. You may have had some anxiety and depression issues, which is why you went to seek out some help. And honestly, I think they wanted the victory of helping you move past that. Yes, because here's our Knight of Wands. They really wanted you. They were passionate about moving you forward and helping you in any way that they could, because they wanted to help you end a very painful cycle inside of yourself. And honestly, Aries, wow, that is so beautiful. Your partner is really supportive. They want to help you on this self journey. They love you. They are here for you. And that is, at the end of the day, the most loving vibration, the highest vibration, is to be a supportive, caring, kind, loving partner. I am so happy for you, Aries, because, you know, sometimes I went through some therapy my own self. I am so excited and happy and proud to admit it. I think everybody in the whole world, if you need help, please seek it out, because you can free yourself from anything that is holding you back if you're willing to really genuinely look at yourself, and to have a partner that supports that and is not triggered by that their own self or afraid to hear what you're going to find. And I do know this too, if they're not willing to be supportive, or they're not willing to hear you and meet you there, they're going to be what falls off the wheel. Because if you're healed and they're not, or they're not supportive and want to know about it, eventually they can't come with you where you go, because that wheel will keep moving forward. And if you're not both together on the same page, they'll eventually fall off the healthier you get. So this is gorgeous that they're here for you. So I want to end our reading, Aries, with any messages from them that we need to know. Please give me any messages from Aries person that they do need to know and hear. These are loving, affirmative messages. Divine source sends signs guiding each twin. We both see signs. You may or may not be dealing with a twin flame. You might be just dealing with a high-level soulmate. If you don't believe in twin flame, that's fine. This says, I fear that I'm not good enough for you, but I'm working on it. What you can't see is our divine plan. Trust in our story. So I definitely feel like your person is saying that the divine is speaking to both of you, and that you both are hearing the call. You both are knowing that there are signs and synchronicities, and there's things that are here. Your person does have a tiny bit of fear that they're not good enough for you, but I like that it says they're working on themselves too. That means they're also saying goodbye to old things and really allowing themselves to flow forward and reach for the stars of... Remember I said, where is that star card? here she is right here. This is the North Star. You're both reaching for this, the guiding light of that love coming back together. And I think that the cool part is they're saying, trust in the divine. Our plan is forward and we're going to do this together. And gosh, Aries, that is so beautiful. I love this for you. I'm so grateful. If this is your story, I'm so happy that you have such a loving, kind, supportive partner. If this isn't your story, like I said, please go check out a reading of mine or anyone else in other placements of your chart. I look forward to reading for you again in the future, Aries. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. It's been my distinct honor and privilege. And I just definitely want to say, please remember to thank the divine for something in your life today, because love is our highest vibration of all, and it is the greatest gift that the divine gives to us. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, Aries, and I will see you soon. Namaste.